How to ruin your life in 5 easy pre-acquisition steps. Why the heck would I be talking about this? The reason why is too many people buy businesses on an uninformed basis. And so where there's things that they could check out beforehand, they don't. They find all this stuff out afterhand and it goes terrible. So let me tell you 5 easy steps to do this. You miss on your financial due diligence pre-checklist. So you're not looking at the financials coming out of an accounting system like QuickBooks. You're not looking and comparing those to the taxes that are sent to the IRS on an annual basis. And then you're not comparing those to the most believable financial statements, which are the bank statements, but you have to know how to adjust them to look like the financials to evaluate them. So if you miss the financial piece of the house, that's one quick and easy way to ruin your life. The second way is to not understand the financial controls. But Elliott, I thought there was already a financial. Yep, there's at least 2 of them. Financial controls are how are financials presented. You probably heard of cash basis presentation and accrual presentation. Most small businesses are somewhere in between. So you actually have to define what exactly it is so you can interpret the financials that you saw in section 1. So if you miss that, if you miss how depreciation is handled, if you miss how capital expenditures are made, if you miss how certain payroll things can show up in like an ADP payroll system, not exactly the same way that they show up in the financial system, not the same way that they show up in the employee register. Second quick way to ruin yourself in a business acquisition. The third is to not understand who's actually inside the business running it, who's staying and who's going, and how good are they at the jobs they need to do. So what does that mean? That means draw a circle around the 10 top folks in any business. Maybe it's 15, maybe it's only 5. But sort of how good are they at what they do? How would you know that? Do you know that? Are they staying? Well, they said they're staying. That's not that they're staying. How do you know that they're staying? Do you have an employment agreement with them? Do they have any very, very strong reasons to stay relative to going to get another job? Were they trying to buy the business before you were, and now that you buy it, they'll just be upset that you're in there and not them? All those kind of things are mission critical to understanding the actual people resource that you're getting and buying the acquisition. So miss that, you'll ruin your life that way too. Fourth, so sales and marketing. How does the business get new leads? How do they process old leads? How are they good relative to their competition? What are their payment terms to customers? All those kind of things are very important to know about a business to actually understand and interpret their financials and their people. If you miss that, you're going to have a really fun time. Then there's operational due diligence, which explained simply is what are the jobs that people need to do and how good are the people inside the company at doing those jobs. So if it's a widget making company, you got to buy raw materials. You have to have a facility to make widgets. You have to actually get widgets out efficiently. You have to sell and market those widgets. You have to deliver those widgets. You have to collect your money. And so for those jobs, how good are the business at those jobs? You need to understand that. If you miss that, you're going to have a really good time. And then finally, commercial diligence, which is about the sales function inside and outside of the company. So inside, who's selling, who's supporting sales, who's managing customers, who's keeping track of all that data. On the outside, what's changing in the industry, the local business region, the kind of product and service that the business is actually delivering, what are the fluctuations and how that's being consumed by customers, and sort of how do the internal resources match the external situation to get a consistent sales engine going that can continually and repeatably deliver the revenue that you are interested in. So if you want to totally mess things up and put yourself in a tailspin for a few years, you should just skip this and not be concerned about any of those things. This was like the personal trainer video, so it's meant to be a bit terse and direct. But if you like this, then actually go down and subscribe and check out these videos as well.